And we are live. Hello, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Howdy, howdy.
I got to move my light because my cat's messing with it.
It says we're live. There it is.
Yep, we are live. Hi, Chappie.
Big D. Hey, I just ran across Chappie's real name and real Facebook page today.
Did you?
Saw you were friends with him, yeah. Yeah.
Very good. Hi, Carver family. Scotty, Amy, Myrtle, Chappie, Big D. You got mail on the way, Big D. Everybody's got mail on the way, I think.
You've got mail.
You've got mail.
On the way.
Yep. And we're kind of waiting to, Priscilla might or might not be here. I guess she's not home right now. I think Anthony is visiting her.
Yeah, they had a live stream last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Hi, John.
Skipper was on there for a brief moment.
Laura.
Skipper, I came into the live stream you started, but nobody was home.
Yeah, it was by accident.
I had fun. I was the only one in there.
Accidental live streams can be dangerous.
Yep.
So Jess can tell everybody what she's doing tonight.
All right. So, as you guys know, I love playing Dungeons and Dragons. And I have this house front that I'm going to be working on. I'm going to paint it. It took like 16 hours to print this. It was over 15, almost 16. You guys probably can't see what's going on with that because it's printed in black filament. So I'm going to show you the ones that I've already got finished. So
I don't get that 3D printing stuff. I never have taken the time.
I don't think I can do it. But I think it's awesome. I think it's totally awesome that they can do it.
Right.
It took me all day. What was it, Monday or Tuesday, to balance it and get it right. It is tough. So here's the first one I made.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, it's got like little rocks and stuff in the walls, and it has like a section for the roof, but I didn't print that because we're playing tomorrow and I was trying to save some time. And then here is the second one that I made.
Oh, I like that one.
And tomorrow it's got I really like the windows in there.
Yeah, that's just awesome.
And then I did this one. This is the one that I did today. This is my favorite one so far. And if you look, it's got 2 doors and then it's got these awesome steps.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and those look really cool. So
got a basement apartment.
Yeah. So I got these models are all from thingiverse.com, which is where people will put free ones, like free 3D models. So then you just take the file and you splice it and then you take it to your 3D printer, you tell it to print it. And so I did not design these. Someone on Thingiverse did. So
Thingiverse?
Thingiverse.com. Like universe.
Hi, Thingiverse. I think they're all cool.
Thank you. I'm getting better at it. Like with most things, you practice, you get better.
Yeah.
So for this house, the trim, I'm going to let everybody vote on the colors if I get to that point tonight. You can vote on the wood trim, but first I'm going to prime it so that you guys can actually see some of the details. And I've got a couple colors for us to choose from. So that's exciting.
What are the colors? Or is that getting ahead too far?
I hate the stupids.
I hope one of them's like a peach or orange or something.
You're very, very close. So I've got just the wood, the burnt umber wood, just a brown. I've got Concord or Wild Grapes. So the purple color. It's kind of muted when you actually paint with it, so it's not that bright. Turquoise, which I'm trying to hide the light. It's a really pretty color. It's a really pretty turquoise. And then I've got Christmas green. And then I've got honeysuckle pink.
Oh,
And this is a really pretty pink. Maybe I can show you the lid will show the color better. So that's what the color actually looks like.
Pam, whatever you do, don't make her picture bigger.
Oh yeah, I should have.
Why?
I only got like
I'm doing like reverse whatever on her.
reverse psychology.
Right?
I only got like 4.5 hours sleep today, so
Yeah, Pam stayed up.
if I act stupid, then that's why.
So all the paints I'm using are cheap apple barrel paints from Walmart. Oh, I'll show you guys the colors again. So we've got Christmas green. We've got burnt umber, boring brown, which I like it for the doors and stuff. Wild grapes. I keep wanting to call it Concord grapes, and it isn't. It's not.
So did you put a base down to?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then the pink, honeysuckle pink. I really like this pink and the purple and the turquoise. I like all of them. So that's why you guys have to vote. So I use this granite gray color. It's almost white. It's a very, very, very light gray. And I mix it with a little bit of water, put that over everything, and then I start painting. So I'm going to mix that up. So I have nicer paints for minis. Like I usually use Army Painter paint, but this stuff is so big, and the resin that you use, the apple barrel sticks to it a lot better. So I don't waste my good paint on big pieces like this because it's just a house, So tomorrow I'm going to have to make bases for them so that they can actually stand up. I'm excited about that. All right.
So you're gonna have to paint the bases too.
Yeah, they're going to be cardboard, and then depending on how long it takes me is how nice they'll look. I can always make them look better in the future. So
I'm trying to get my camera set up.
Ooh. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to get started.
My camera.
What do you mean, Scott? I'm looking at the comments now, and Scott said something about the fish room. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know. And there's Eric Furlow.
Hello, Eric.
Skipper separating eggs.
Yeah.
I got this cool color shift acrylic paint at Walmart. It's like $3, and this one is the metallic black, and that is what I did. Yeah, the shutter, the insides of the windows with. So it actually looks pretty metallic in real life, and it's like $3. You can't go wrong. And these are anywhere from 50 cents to $1 for this whole thing. So can't beat it.
No.
All right, so I'm just sprinkling some water in, and then I take one of these little wooden sticks because I got a whole big thing of those. I just stir it up because they're stronger than toothpicks, and I break the toothpicks really easily. So, and then you just want to get it to about half the thickness it normally is because you're going to paint over it.
Stop it.
If I was real lazy, I wouldn't have to do. I could probably get away without doing a base color, but I always do it because it makes it easier to see.
Awesome.
Yeah. So you just get it till it's real watery, like it'll drip off the paintbrush, and then you just brush it over everything.
What does the color shift mean? Sean said he loves the color shift. It looks great on weapons.
That's where it looks black, but in the light it'll be like a bronzy color or like a gold color.
Yeah. Damn.
They've got all kinds of them. They've got a green one that's green and yellow. They got purple. They got blue.
It's not the same thing as, have you seen those cars that totally turn color and light?
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe on like a much smaller scale.
They have some kind of paint they're putting on cars that not for the general public, but like guys that are tricking their cars out, you know.
Right, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. I think it's the same kind of thing. So when you're doing this part, you want to work quickly because it dries very quickly. And you don't want to get too much in any spot. So if you look now, you can kind of start to see some of the details.
Oh, yeah. I can kind of see the details in the light anyways.
Yeah. So it makes it a lot easier to paint. And when I do it with the gray, by the time I'm done, the windows look really cool on the inside, so I don't have to do anything to them. So I like that. And then I take a Q-tip, like for the little spots inside this grating in here, to get the excess paint. Yes.
Okay, what I'm working on, I don't know if you can see it or not,
Oh, I can kind of see it.
No, that
is
was cool.
it is a lion that Ginger Graves took a picture of when she was in Africa. And I'm doing it for her, a little drawing for her of her lion. So that's what I'm going to be working on tonight, and I fully do not expect to finish it. But I shall be working on it.
That looked good.
Yeah.
Hello, Kenny.
And Bob is going to be working on feeding pretty soon, and Skippers is working on sorting eggs.
Forgot I was draining that tank till you said that. What? It's okay though. It's all right. What are you sorting them for? Color, shape, fertility?
The last word you said, fertility. It ain't Easter yet.
I started to say, that's scary now. That spooks me. I started to say, like for the Easter basket, the fertility. Get out of my head.
Easter will be coming soon, so I'm going to put it on Jess for a minute while I have a cigarette, and I'm going to start drawing.
Okie dokie.
So you got fair warning there, Jess.
I appreciate it. So
I'm still on my first cup of coffee since I woke up. So, hey, Nez. How are you? Hi, Danica.
Edgar.
Edgar.
you really can't use like too much paint with this. If you do, like if there's some spots where it's too heavy, all I gotta do, put my brush in water, and then I can just kind of dilute it and spread it out. So I like that.
Yeah.
See who's in here. Hey, Kenny. Hey, Sean. Hey, Edgar.
Dragonler, hi.
Amy, howdy.
Kiwi.
Is Kiwi in here? Oh, yeah, there she is. Hi, Kiwi.
Yeah, we got a bunch of people. Oh, don't forget to hit the like, please, if you haven't. Look at that. So now you guys can see probably a lot more detail than before,
Oh, yeah.
which is good because that makes it easier to paint. And plus, like, gray's a great color to go over. I like a lot of people will do what they call black bombing it, and they'll spray paint it black. That just makes it more difficult to me because if I don't want it to be black, it's just really dark and tough to paint. So that's why I like doing gray.
Oh, coolness. I'm like having a cigarette and starting a drawing
Oh,
of
cool.
a lion. A lion, a lion.
I guess I am a lion.
Hey, GRB. If I sound like I'm like half asleep, it's because I kind of am.
Yeah, I came to the stream a little early so I could make sure you were awake.
Oh, Bob,
How's Bob?
Bob, I won't be streaming tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm taking a CPR class tomorrow. It's at 5 p.m.
Did you put it on those comments so my assistant can get it off there?
Well, I'm going to keep doing it afterwards. I just won't be able to do it tomorrow. That's all.
I know, but you're supposed to put it down in the comments at the bottom. Because when people start looking for your ass, I mean, when they miss you, they'll they'll look down there. Yazi's my assistant, so I'll have him take it off for tomorrow. Then we get a new schedule Monday.
Oh, okay.
I think I've
I
got
was worried this morning. I was afraid I wasn't. Hi, Big Tank Hank. I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to stream because I went to set up the stream this morning and StreamYards wouldn't let me. It said all my hours were gone and then reset on the 20th. Well, today's the 20th.
Oh,
It was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon before they reset it and I could set it up.
But you could have gone on as with me or Skipper or Jess or anybody.
Yeah.
I got hours. I haven't streamed in forever from
I
my
know
own
it.
channel. I'm the worst.
Well, I got myself in trouble because I had one night I had a 6-hour stream and it kind of sucked up my hours.
Yeah.
was that the ghost story night?
Yeah.
That was fun, though.
I love a good spooky stream.
Not so much for Pam and I. We were still talking about it at 5 in the morning, messaging. I guess.
We were?
Yeah, you sent me a message about
Oh.
the Bigfoot thing, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yep.
Yeah. It's a good thing one of us has a good memory.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting old.
Yep. You'll always be older than me, 5 minutes.
5 months.
Oh, a fish room. Scott's saying that the downstairs of Jess building is a fish room. Got it.
Oh, nice. Oh, Priscilla just got back home not too long ago.
Yay.
Totally beat. It's okay. We can pick you up next week if you're tired tonight.
Yeah, I was sick last week, so I wasn't here. That's why it's good to have more than one co-host. I thought I thought I was like sick, but I guess I was just real runny nosy and sneezy and stuff like that. So I never got a fever, so I don't think it was the big baddie
I not know Jane.
that's going around, but I sure was paranoid about it. I missed my cousin's birthday, and it was hippie themed, and I was so excited to go. I was going to give her some records, and I had a little hippie outfit, and I was like, it was a couple hours before I was supposed to leave, and I woke up feeling not great. I was like, I don't want to get you if this is, the big baddie. And they're like, no, stay home. date, it went. So I did.
Yeah, that's the best thing. I went to the post office this morning with some more stuff, and man, Wyoming's so stupid. It's like even at the post office, people were not wearing masks.
What? People be dumb.
They lifted they did something really stupid in Wyoming. They decided to quit contact tracing. Well, as soon as they quit contact tracing, the numbers dropped. Duh. Then they're like, "Oh, the numbers dropped. We're going to lift the mask mandate." Yeah, that's it.
Good job, Wyoming.
Uh-huh.
Oh, somebody's asking if you're doing the giveaway tonight.
I am not doing a giveaway tonight because I was going to draw one today. Draw a couple cards today to give away, and guess what? I slept. So, no, I'm sorry, guys. No giveaway tonight.
They really didn't. It was just me asking.
Oh. Well, I still feel bad about it because I was going to do a couple today, but I slept.
I can give that beta away.
No. That's
Why not?
yours.
Yeah.
Don't go giving away the ones that you've got already.
That was one I won. It's not
I
one
don't
that
allow that. I don't allow it.
There's
Robert.
Bobbert. Bobbert. It's Bobbert.
Oh crap!
She-
Actually,
Mike,
Maybe I shouldn't be holding this in my mouth, right?
that was Patrick. He was one of my betas.
Oh,
That's fine. It's just acrylic paint, so all I gotta do is wipe it off with a little bit of water. That's why you gotta have this thing in front of it, so you don't paint your microphone. You paint your microphone thing.
That's what my oldest daughter got mad at me one time because I said I have two kinds of clothes. I have clothes that have paint on them, and I have clothes that will have paint on them.
That's why I'm wearing this shirt, because I've got paint on it.
That's what I've got, yeah. And my daughter's like, "Well, you should have a special painting outfit." And I'm like, "You don't understand me at all." It's like
You won't ever change your
I'll,
clothes.
I'll like go to bed and it'll like hit me what I need to do in a painting, and I'll get up at 2:00 in the morning and start painting. It's like whatever I'm wearing is what gets paint on it. I don't change clothes just for painting.
I have certain clothes that I'll paint in, but then I'll like want to wear that same shirt. And I've been trying to lose weight, so my husband's like, "Wow, that shirt looks better on you than it did yesterday or a couple days ago." And I'm like, "Well, it's one of my painting shirts."
Yep, I've got at least seriously everything I have has at least one spot of paint on it.
Well, I mean, you're an artist, you're a professional.
And then Mario doesn't help because like a couple weeks ago he like walked through the pallet on the desk in the middle of the night because I got up in the morning and there was blue kitty prints going across the desk and dropping onto the floor.
What a butt.
Yes.
Skipper, are you going to go topless again tonight?
what up here?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it's too bright. I got a light on above me, so it'll.
It is bright.
I'm momentarily blinded. Hi Gina, I got your calendar sent off today. I still feel really bad about that. And when I was addressing it, I know I did that address before, so I know I sent one earlier too, but like I say, it's been so long, it's absolutely no doubt it's lost in the mail.
Maybe the Easter Bunny will find it and bring it. Probably not, though.
No, because I mailed it before Christmas, so that was quite a long time ago.
It was last night,
yeah.
Mitchell.
It's a long time.
Next year, I'm not mailing anything that late. It's going to get mailed like the 1st of December because that whole big bag of stuff I sent just like a week and a half before Christmas, all of it was like a mess.
Oh, see, that's awful. The postal service around here, like my mom said, she only gets her carrier only comes by like twice a week, even if her flag's up. And they told him start paying your bills online. She got one of her bills that usually comes at the beginning of the month. She
I
got
have
it
a
the
crick.
day before it was due.
Yeah, yep, I've been hearing stuff like that. Yeah, the post office right now is still a mess. They need to get that one guy out of there.
I told her it's her fault for retiring a couple years ago, and she
You,
takes full responsibility.
you know, I have all of my bills I pay like right at the end or the first of the month. I don't have a lot. My house is paid for and such, but I didn't pay all cash for my truck. I paid a decent down payment, but there's no interest on it, and it's a lot smarter to if it gets totaled to not have it paid off. I
Yeah.
found that out a couple of years ago, but it's tempting. But it's just a stamp every month to mail the check and a problem. But anyway, I called them a couple of weeks ago because I had this statement, and I'm like, I have to write this one check, and so I just called them and I said, hey, is there any way I can move my payment back like a week or 10 days? She said, sure. I'm like, dang, I didn't know that would be that easy.
That's awesome.
It is.
Darlene says she's still waiting on her calendar too, Pam.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. I remember addressing that one too.
In the mail.
Checks in the mail.
Yeah.
Oh, look at what Nevaeh MTA is saying. Dempsey Fry from the Goldmore female. Oh.
Yeah, everybody start watching your mailboxes because the stuff's coming. And I'm sorry I was so late sending some of the giveaways and stuff because I just didn't get to the post office.
Wonder what those
Oh,
babies are gonna look like.
What's that?
They're Cobalt's baby, the gold one. She had 3 or 4 from me. And I think I sent two bluish. There's a gold morph in them. I don't know why, because both the parents are just blue Jack Dempsey's. And I like the gold one, so I usually give half and half. But the female she's saying had babies, so I'll let Cobalt know she's a grandma now. Oh, I know. You have to do a video on them. Yeah.
So that's what it looks like once it's all base coated. So
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty good. And I'll tell you what, I use crappy brushes from Walmart to do this, like the ones where you get like 10 for like $5 or $3, whatever it
Oh,
is,
yeah.
because the plastic will eat up your paintbrushes. And so when they get real crappy, like I don't know. Can you? Yeah, you guys can
Yeah,
see
you can see
kind
the
of
fuzz.
fuzz. It's good for doing dry brushing too, because you'll kill your brush doing a dry brush on stuff. So
Okay.
Yeah, those are good brushes for craft type stuff.
yeah,
Definitely.
Why is the plastic so hard on the brush? Seems
because
like it would be smooth.
it isn't. I actually have little files and stuff for it. The way it prints layers like a cake, but they're about as thin as like they're thinner than a dime. So you've got all these little stacks, and if your printer isn't balanced just right, you'll get like little bumps and stuff here and there, and in the corners and stuff will just scratch your brush right up. So,
All right. Hold on. I gotta answer some questions
oh,
here.
thank you, Darlene.
Yeah, Darlene,
Oh,
thanks
thanks, Darlene.
for the
Thank
super
you.
chat. Edgar Ray, she don't have any more calendars. She's out.
Yeah, I am totally out. I am totally out.
Oh, okay, Nevaeh, that'll be cool.
I'm giving toe massages. I can't see what she said.
She said she's going to put a video out when they get bigger.
Awesome.
Yeah, I gave away quite a few calendars. I don't know if I should be doing that, but mostly because like I spent like $107 mailing stuff.
Oh man, I made some pretty weird faces.
It's still fun to do. I like giving away stuff.
I just saw myself because the YouTube is a few seconds behind what I could see, and I could see myself making little goofy faces looking for my paint.
Does that stuff get you off, Jess? Make you
No.
high? Whatever gets you off. Make you high?
No, I don't think it's that good. It's just the cheapy stuff from Walmart.
Oh, okay.
I could try.
Uh,
Let me open the top and see if I get anything.
Bob,
I
Robert
stink.
Robert said he meant Sean today from Tech at the
Oh,
fish
yeah.
store.
Sean's a cool guy.
Oh yeah, Sean
He
is
really
cool.
is.
Boop, beep, boop.
I think I introduced James and Ed to him. I'm not sure. Yeah, I did. It was one time at the Knoxville, the aquarium Knoxville. That was the time that Ed loves to tell about that Sean was with his wife, and we had met up a couple of times. In fact, I'm in one of his videos.
Are you?
Yeah, I think just a still picture of me and him and somebody else that was there that I met up with, and he met up with him too. But anyway, I don't know him. I just knew him from running into him. His daughter used to work there and all that. But anyway, just knew him casually like that. But he carried my fish, my stuff all out for me, and I think his wife's name's Holly. Yeah, same as my cat there. And James said something about that, or Ed did the other day on their stream, that he carried my stuff out. But the reason was I was on a walker or a cane or something. So he's a nice guy. That was a long ass story for nothing. Holly.
I've met him a couple times at fish conventions, and he's always real nice.
Yeah, Ed's a hoot. He really is.
Oh, I did that too
He's
big.
a lot of fun to hang out with, as you know. Okay. All right. It looks like that tank is halfway down. Oh, gosh. Set up 70 tanks, they said. You'll have fun, they said.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's definitely halfway. I'm going to let y'all look at something while I go turn the water on. Not much of anything.
So I've got a little paper towel here because I keep rinsing my brush and wiping my brush a lot because I don't want it to get too dry, but I don't want it to be too wet, because just like when I put too much paint in one spot, if your brush is too wet when you dip it in there, it's gonna dilute it,
Yeah.
and then you gotta paint it twice.
I've used those brushes before, but I can't really use them for my art because there's nothing more irritating than be working on an oil painting and then have to go get a pair of tweezers and pull little brush hairs out of the oil paint.
Yeah.
All right. Goodbye, Lauren.
Is somebody leaving? Oh, see you later. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, well, good luck. I hope he feels better soon.
I always do the eyes first when I'm doing an animal, because if you fuck up the eye or mess up the eyes, you might as well throw the whole thing away, because the eyes are everything. So that's why I always do the eyes first. Because like I say, the rest of the drawing can be perfect, but if you don't have the eyes right on an animal, it just is not. any
Yeah.
good.
Jess, something you said when I walked away, I must have misunderstood it. You said you're using a little paper towel
Uh-huh.
because you didn't want the brush to get too dry.
Yeah. Well, I don't want it too wet, but I don't want it too dry because the acrylic paint will dry up in your brush. Like if you look at the little brush, it'll dry up here
Yeah.
and
Oh,
then
okay.
not down here.
I
So
see.
that's why I keep dipping it and then wiping
Yeah.
it and then get more paint because it's water-based paint.
Yeah. I
I'm not an
missed the
expert
visual.
at this. This is just stuff
Yeah.
Hi,
that
Charlie. Hi, Leah.
Hey, Bryce. I missed the
Hi,
visual. That's
Neva.
why.
No, you did not hear anything. You did not. That was Bob. Bob cussed on my live stream.
I've never
Can you
cussed.
guys believe that?
Yeah, I can't believe he did that.
I
I
know.
know.
Whatever.
I'm so embarrassed.
I'm
Whatever.
embarrassed for him.
Let me, let me get off here then if I'm embarrassing you.
Well, it's a good type of embarrassment.
Yeah. Let me get off here then.
Yeah, right. You know we love you, Bob. You better stay.
Jess has spoken.
That's right.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm holding the camera. There's nothing to see till the lights come back on. I'm putting 200 gallons worth of prime in here
Wow.
since it's a 180.
Yeah.
And then just a little bit of that stuff to bring my pH down a little. A little bit.
So I'm doing the stones around the door and the like window thing. A, a darker gray. That's a pewter gray.
I was
Mm.
going to say that looks kind of purplish. I mean, puce, not really purple.
Yeah, the colors are a little bit off with the camera. Like my hair is not this light, but once I get some more paint on it, you'll be able to see it better. It looks like crap until all of a sudden it doesn't. Is how this stuff works. And I'm working with less light than I usually do so that you guys can see me and it's not like because I tried having more light and like if
Oh,
I have the overhead light on, I look like I've just put olive oil all over my face. I can't see good though. You know what? Just think of me as like one of those Twilight shiny people.
Yeah, when they glitter when the sun hits them.
Yeah. You guys know my secret now.
Oh, I went to the pet store today. I got new lights for the 55.
Nice. What'd you get, Skipper?
I got the full spectrum ones from Aqueon and put in there, and it made a heck of a difference.
Oh, nice.
did you get the full spectrum or the next one down? Excuse me.
The the full spectrum.
I haven't ever tried those. I'd be interested to see what you think about them. I've got that, the one next, well, actually two down because I don't have the remote with them. But Anthony asked me a couple of times what I had on my coral and stuff, and he ended up getting one. It looks good on his tank on film anyway, on video.
Yeah, this was just a T8 bulb I put in there. It changed the looks of that thing completely.
Oh, it wasn't LED. LED, but it's one that.
No, just oh man, the T8 light bulb. Oh man, brain fart.
Like a fluorescent,
You
just like
aren't old enough to be doing that there, Skipper. It's Bob and I are the ones that are supposed to be having the brain farts.
Well, when you work where I work, it ages much quicker. uh, Yeah, the fluorescent lights. Yeah, what Jess said.
Yeah, like the tube lights.
Yeah, I want to switch to LED, but I'll wait because I would have to get two lights, and that's gonna be like $100. I really don't want to spend that right now.
Yeah. I've got those little cheapies you get off of Amazon, and those work okay for me, but I'm not trying to grow like a lot of plants and stuff like that or anything.
I had two of those go out a couple weeks. So I'm going to have to get new lights.
Oh, that sucks.
But I think 3 or 4 years, I don't know. I might be able to say that new how I might be able to. I did get a new 40-gallon breeder lid today, so I let the snake out now in the breeder. I was going to take it off my dragon puffers, but I really didn't want to take it off. Finally, they got one in.
That's funny, Gina.
Yeah. I saw that. Leah, I hope you feel better. She's not feeling too good. Sean said he's gonna help her out.
Oh,
All right. Yeah, so this I don't know if you guys can even tell a difference yet, but because I can
A
hardly tell.
little bit.
It's gonna look cool though, a little bit.
When you get the other colors around it, it'll show better.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, shake this stuff like crazy because it's cheap and you'll get like thick little strands and stuff. It's another good reason to have one of these wooden sticks. I think they actually end up to work out to be cheaper than toothpicks. I have those too, but I was breaking them too much.
I hear Daniel.
I was just wondering if y'all could hear.
Well, he's got that distinctive hound sound. Hard to miss.
In his mind, he probably saw somewhere. Gina said, just forget what she texted. Let's see. She had nothing to do with having brain lights, believe me. Okay.
Hi, Susan. Y'all gotta behave. Susan's here.
Oh yeah, Susan.
Susan's the fish fan mom.
Yep, I was just gonna say fish fan mom's in the house. Everybody watch your P's and Q's.
I want to get the paddle.
That's right. She'll get ya.
And to take the mic down.
And you got Chappie's back.
Chappie!
Chappie is an Oregonian now.
I was gonna say, did Chappie move yet?
Yeah, what was that Wednesday night? He was up on your stream talking about it.
Yeah. I guess it was a very fun drive.
Yeah, I remember him saying about the snow, and then when he got to a certain point, it was fine the rest of the way. It would be rear wheel drive Mustang. That would be a little iffy in the snow, I would think.
Okay, Susan. Thanks for stopping by, though.
Bye, Susan. Good night.
Oh. I just read what Chappie wrote. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Good night, Susan. Hey, you know what I was thinking about? I tried to look, and the website was too complicated for me. Is Amtrak, like for the camping trip?
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's priced that or not. Daniel, Daniel, I bet you he's over there
I'm
now.
not sure if it'll go all the way into Billings,
Well, no, that's where you come and pick me up.
because my daughter was going to come see me. She was going to take a train one time when I lived in Livingston, and the closest she could get was like way up north. Like the Amtrak went way up north,
Daniel,
but it
come on.
didn't come down into the lower part of the state at all. But they were trying to get it changed to where it did, so it might be now. So it'd be worth looking into for sure.
There he goes. There he goes, you silly boy. Silly boy. He gets in his kennel and gets turned around, even though the door's wide open. He thinks he's kenneled, or I don't know.
Aw.
So I usually just check on him, and then he comes on out. Come on, Yossi.
That's a hound dog, man.
It's like getting Jimmy out of the well or something.
Yeah, I love hound dogs, but gosh, can they
Oh
be?
yeah.
They
One
are
thing about
just ruled by
Daniel is so much more willing to accept affection, like his ears rubbed, and so every morning he finds one of my hands hanging off the bed or a foot, and that's my first thing I do is rub and rub and rub his head, and he sneezes, and he never would let me do that when he was younger. So,
Yeah, hounds are just ruled by their nose and dumb until they're like 2. And I tell people that they're good dogs, but
yep,
they're high energy and they're a lot of work and
yep,
just dumb. I love them, but they're dumb.
they
Yeah,
are.
Oh,
I
they get
had
things.
a basset hound one time, and she was dumb as a board. She was cuter than hell, though,
Yeah, they're
but
cute.
not very bright.
Yeah, but they will love you. Just so much love, so much love, so much dumb. My dog, my sister's dog, one time tried to. He had walked into the kitchen, and it's a circle. You can go like from one room to the other. It's like a circle kind of thing.
Yeah.
Instead of just walking around the way he came or going the other way, he tried to jump over the kitchen counter to get to her.
I
Oh
can
no.
believe that.
I was like, "You're so dumb, dog," but full of love. Very, but we love him. All right, now that's coming together a little bit. I'll show you guys in a
I think
second.
I got the eyes done.
That
Does it
looks good.
look like lion's eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh, yeah, that looks really good, man.
that's look good.
Did everybody in here see the drawing that I started last week?
Is that the hawk?
Yeah, I know you did.
No, you showed it on your stream Wednesday
On
night.
Wednesday, yeah. But I don't
Yeah,
know if anybody's in here that wasn't
you should
there
show it if you
Wednesday.
have it handy.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up here real quick.
It looks really good.
The hawk that I started last week during Saturday's stream is what I'm pulling up here.
I thought it was an eagle.
No. Actually, it was a falcon
Oh,
or a merlin.
Oh,
Just falcon.
my foot's
Sorry.
falling asleep.
Chappie, I was just reading back the comments, and I'm trying to find out basically what Amtrak, like from Chattanooga, is the closest city close to me, to where Pam's at, or where the camping trip's at, if it's going to be in September. Thank you. I almost didn't see that. Or I could even drive to Nashville and meet up with Ginger and go on the train from there.
Yeah.
That
Like I say,
train's
you have
got
to
to be.
see how close the train gets. They were working on getting it to go like through the lower part of the state. So,
It
because
said
like
it
in
goes to.
Livingston used to be the gateway into Yellowstone. Many years ago, people would take a train there and then take horse and buggy the rest of the way to Yellowstone. So the tracks and stuff are there, but
My foot, if part of my leg fell asleep.
okay, so that's the hawk that I started last week during the spring.
Yeah. That's pretty. I like
In
that.
case anybody didn't see it.
Isaiah, what are you? Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what y'all are talking about.
Oh, time for a cigarette. When I'm tired, I smoke more. Aspirin here. I've got to remember to go get gas tomorrow because I'm almost out of gas.
Oh,
You
no.
know, our gasoline went up over $1 in the last week.
Yeah, ours is $3.99 right now here in PA.
Ours is
Yes, I sold it, Dragon Lair.
233, but it was 110 or something like that.
Yeah, I haven't gotten gas for 2 months, so I'm quite sure it's higher than it was.
333. Sorry, and 210. Numbers. Emma.
Yeah, I've been saving a crap ton of money because I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, yep. I like I say, it's been 2 months since I filled the gas tank, so on my truck. But it's down to sitting on the red line right now, so I got to remember to put some gas in it tomorrow.
All right, so that's with the bottom brick painted that light with the light color and the side bricks.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
That looks
that'll be
nice.
nice.
Yeah. All right, so now comes the part of the show where we're going to vote on what color to do the accents because no, you know what? Actually, I'm going to do like the stucco part first so you guys can see what I'll actually be painting that color. Cuz I still don't think you can see it. So, do antique white. Once I get this on there, you'll really be able to see, oh, that's what she's going to paint the accent color. But I wanted to do something a little fun, a little non-traditional.
You, Jess?
I
Not
know,
yes.
Not Jess.
not me. I figured somebody in Waterdeep is going to have like a kind of a crazy colored house, you know? They got to look a little different.
Well, I think we got them all.
Awesome.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna put these eggs back.
All right, good luck, Skipper.
Nelson's been meeting me every morning when I come out, bringing me either some dog food or cat food. He's waiting. Yazzie, stay with me. Yazzie, stay with me. Phew. It got quiet. Very
It
quiet.
is, yeah.
Let me say, talk to the chat some. That'll really. Chappie, maybe Gainesville,
Pinky, white,
Georgia.
stucco, so mauve and yellow accents. Oh, that
Oh,
sounds.
Atlanta is the closest.
That
Yeah,
sounds.
they said something about Gainesville, Georgia, but I didn't look to see where that was. I know where Gainesville, Florida is, but I don't know where Gainesville. It's probably near Atlanta.
So I've got this darker red one. So just so y'all can see, and then I did this one.
Oh, I gotta stop and look so I can vote.
Oh, I'm not doing the. I'm gonna do the stucco part first so they can see what I'll be.
Okay.
And then I got this one. I love those freaking stairs. They're so cool in real life. Those are probably my favorite part.
Yeah.
But
All right.
the third one I did, the little roof supports were so weak, like you could just look at them and they'd fall off. My husband accidentally broke one, and I was like, "What? Those things are sturdy." And then I found out, not on that one.
Hi, Deborah.
Pam, closest Amtrak to Pam is 200 miles away.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I should look at the bus. I just can't see me with my leg and my back, with all my problems driving that far.
Yeah. That's a long drive. Oh, thank you, Deborah. Yeah, my players are going to freak out tomorrow. Well, my fellow players. They don't know that I'm making these.
Oh, they'll be excited.
Yeah, they got a big fight tomorrow, and my character is not there, so.
He must have kenneled himself again. I wasn't smart enough to close the kennel gate, I don't think. I usually remember to close it.
I'm stuck, Dad.
This camera will scare these guys. Yeah, they're gonna.
She did a 3D print Xanadu. She did 3D prints of them, which is kind of awesome.
Yeah, I got them
Daniel.
off of thingiverse.com.
Danny. Come on, Dan.
I don't know anything about 3D modeling, and
Dan.
I can
Daniel.
work the machine kind of. I'm
Daniel. Let's go.
getting into the hang of it, but
There he
I'm
is.
no expert.
There he is. Now let's close that up. There's nothing in there for hounds. Nope. Only time you go is there's when you eat, so the chihuahuas eat safely. Let's see what the puffers are doing. There's one. Hello. Hello. There's Sterling. Where's Carrot? Uh-oh. Where's Carrot?
All right, good luck, Chappie.
Carrot's in the cave. Oh. You know, I never noticed all this noise until I start streaming. Dogs barking and birds fussing, and there she is in there. She's in the cave, which is unusual. Maybe all of this foolishness has been about mating. I don't know. He's just a big pet. He wants me to feed him all the time. I fed him by hand this morning, and they did not attempt to bite me at all.
That's awesome.
They knew what, yeah, I was scared to death, but they didn't try at all, and they went right for the food. They weren't interested in my finger. Now, if I didn't have food, that might be different, but come on.
Right.
Guys, come on.
Oh,
Come here. Ozzy didn't want to come back out till I get in here.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Where'd you go?
I put my eggs back up there.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't keep up with you.
I don't know if time goes by faster when I paint or if I'm just getting faster at it or if it's a combination of the two, but
How
Well,
combination of the two.
it's been an hour already.
Has it been an hour?
Yeah.
wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, it has been an hour.
Are you gonna stream after I'm done?
No, I'm gonna go to bed. I think I gotta get up early tomorrow. We gotta get it. We're getting our taxes done, and then at 5 p.m. I got a CPR class I'm taking,
Nice.
and Sand Creek
Jesus.
Aquatics is probably gonna do a stream tomorrow at 6. Yeah, 6 p.m. Eastern time, which would be 5 p.m. Central for her. Since I can't go up, she said she'd do a fill-in thing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
The last time I took a basic life support class, there were only 3 people in the class. It was me and 2 CNAs, and the one lady just could not get her compressions hard enough, and she worked in hospice, so I mean, it's not like she's really gonna need to
Right.
right.
be good at it. But the guy's like, you can't pass unless you can get these chest compressions, and she's like, I'm pressing as hard as I can. If I do that, I'm gonna hurt them. I'm like, look, if the ribs ain't cracking, your compressions are slacking.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, just do it.
Oh, when I took the class to be an EMT, we had to they hooked the EKG up to the dummy,
Mm-hmm.
and it had to be spot on for 5 minutes. And I mean, if you took a pencil dot, like the end of a sharpened pencil, and made a dot, if it was that far off, you didn't pass it.
Wow.
Good night, Nevaeh.
See
It
this
had to be perfect.
See you, Nevaeh.
by Nevaeh. Yeah, we were probably there like an hour and a half longer than we needed to be because this lady couldn't get it.
Yeah,
And we
only
really didn't want to
3.
fail her because she would lose her job.
Right.
And she got it though. But I was just like, ah.
That water's ran out of warm water at some point. At some point.
But I got blisters from that class.
Really?
Yeah, those dummies are slippery.
Yeah. We at work we actually do it too. We do a CPR class, but I can't use that on the streets.
You can't use the technique?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I don't know. It's one of the rules that we're not allowed to. You got to get a. I don't know why. It makes no sense to me, but I'm like whatever. But since I joined the fire company and I go help the EMTs whenever they need it,
Right.
I'm the first one there, and somebody needs CPR. I want to have the
Yep, exactly.
guard on me
Yeah.
because they're going to get the
Yeah.
ambulance. I'm going to help, load them if they need help or anything.
Yeah.
Right. But if you get there first,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, that's good that you're getting it then.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, no, I'm not using your magical CPR. I'm using the one that I learned from the class.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now that they don't teach it right at work, anyways. I don't like it.
Yeah, well, that's why it's good that you're taking the class then.
Mm-hmm.
It must be a paramedic that's teaching it.
I remember in nursing school, the doll that we had for infant CPR was so broken that the instructor was counting my reps and what I was doing, and she's like, just give me the doll, and she did it because she knew how to make it respond, but it was so messed up and it took so long to get a new one in that the
Wow.
students couldn't pass because it was like playing Simon with
Yeah.
that thing.
Hmm.
It like there was something messed up on the inside of it where it wouldn't register your compressions. And she's
We're,
like, you gotta like basically just like punching the
I'm working
baby.
on a lion, Deborah.
Oh,
It's going to take me a while to do him because he's got a lot of detail, but I'm doing him slowly and carefully.
Jess, that was my first clinical thing that I think let go when I started working for Blue Cross was my ACLS certification.
Yeah, that
At
was
that, I had that probably 30 years.
that's awesome, Bob.
Nothing really changed. Well, no, it's just 2 days instead of a 9, but and I actually taught it a couple of times, but I didn't like it teaching it, so no more. The BLS, not the ACLS. The
Yeah,
drugs changed over the years, but not much. That was really all that changed.
Well,
yeah.
oh yeah, my eval class starts tomorrow too. I just remembered
What
to be able
kind?
to drive
Ewok?
the ambulance. EVOC, EVOC. It's so you can be able to drive the ambulance if they need a driver.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah, I did that. That was kind of fun.
How many people did you hit?
I didn't cover anybody.
You can't even say it with a straight face.
Before we had the life flight things, the helicopters, I rode in an ambulance one night. I was a student, but I was working as a nurse, and I rode to Erlanger Big Hospital because they needed 2 people in the back, and there was only the 2 guys. That was a fun ride. Woo.
I've been in back in many of them with inmates. It can be,
Oh yeah.
depending on the driver, it could be either a good ride or a bad ride.
Yeah, I've never been on in a helicopter evac like that.
I've
No.
loaded them.
Yep. Done that and unloaded them, but never rode in them.
When I was in high school, I grew up in Scappoose, Oregon. And when I was in high school, we were in the state championship. We ended up being the state champions for the football. And Roseburg, Oregon, which is down in southern Oregon. Not Roseburg, was it Roseburg or? Yeah, it was Roseburg. They came up to play one of the championship games. And in the middle of the game, the bleachers collapsed on the visitor sides. And one guy broke his leg. I think that was the worst injury. But there was a lot of, scrapes and bumps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the ambulance came and they loaded up the guy with the broken leg. And the attendant, who didn't have a license to drive it, jumped in and took off by himself with this guy heading for the hospital in St. Helens and rolled the ambulance on the way there.
Oh,
Yeah, I still remember that.
Wow.
Ooh. I bet he got fired.
You would think something happened to that person.
He
Yeah.
probably got lost his license too.
Deborah, what kind of monster are you talking about? I'm sorry, I didn't see that earlier.
What's up, Rockos?
Oh, my foot went to sleep. Hi, Rocco.
Yay, good job.
Bobby, the
Oh,
good.
oh, I thought you said Ewok class. You know what, Sean? I think about that episode of The Office a lot too. That's one of my favorite ones.
I never watched The Office. I didn't like it for some reason.
Oh
I
my
couldn't.
gosh.
I couldn't get into it myself.
I don't like Steve, whatever his name.
I haven't
Steve
had a TV
Carell?
for so long. Everybody loves that show, but
Not
that
me.
came on after I got rid of my TV, so I've never seen it.
Well, you know what? They have it on. They don't have it on Netflix anymore. It's only on Peacock, and Peacock, the NBC live streaming service, they actually charge you according to how much you want to watch The Office. It was
Oh.
nothing else. It was the highest rated, highest streamed show on Netflix for so many years. So Peacock got the rights to it back from Netflix, and they're like, "All right, you guys can watch it, but
I hear people talk about it all the time, but I've never seen it.
oh, it's the best. I love it." And season 2 is where it really gets going, and it's after Michael Scott left, it still wasn't great, but Rainn Wilson really carried that show
Hey,
along with
Rocco.
the guy that played Jim. I can't remember his name. All right, so I've got
Are you going to be showing colors now?
almost, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to switch over so I can see.
I've got this one little tiny section to do, and then it will be.
Sean said it's cheaper just to buy the entire series on DVD.
I'll bet, yeah.
Exactly. So I've watched it so much
Hi,
that
Kevin.
I have it in my brain, and I just go back to it. It was my favorite show for a very long time.
Chappie wants purple because it's where the pimp lives.
Huh?
Chappie wants
Where's the pimp?
purple on there because that's where the pimp lives.
Nice. Well, this is in the nicer spot part of town, so it's where a pimp would want to live, not run his business. So, all right. So here it is with the antique white on it.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. So all this stuff, this trim, the window trim, these little beams, the door is what we're going to be doing this color. All right. So I have Christmas green, which is a nice little green color.
I like that color. I think that looks good on houses, but I'll let everybody see what everybody else thinks.
I've got regular old burnt umber brown. Everybody knows what that looks like. It's a dark wood. I've got you can vote, Chappie. I've got this turquoise, which actually is not quite that blue. It's very pretty though. I don't know. Maybe it is that blue. It won't dry that blue. Got this really pretty honeysuckle pink, which I think is cool. And I've got the wild grapes, which is this color. See, I didn't call it Concord that time. I did good. Which is that color. So you guys.
So show us the other houses real quick because we don't want to do the same thing as the other houses.
Okay, so here is the one with the light brown.
That one is awesome.
Thank you. That's the first one I did. Here is the second one with the red.
Yeah.
Like a real pretty brick red. And then here is one, and this actually has that burnt umber color on it, which is why I don't want to put that in the vote, but it does look good. I might do the door that color. I don't know. Depends. All
Okay,
right.
then show us that one again. The one that you're going to paint.
Okay, this one. So basically all the gray stuff, all this wood texture.
I think either grape or the green.
I'm with green.
Okay, so we got 2 green. We got so far 3 purple.
Mhm.
Wait a minute. Dragon Blair said pink, Chappy.
That's why I said the grape. Yeah.
After I see it that much done, I think the grape would be better than the pink.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what I was talking about, Sean. Dorothy says, hello, Clarice. What were you saying? I'm sorry, Bob. What did you say? I was reading chat.
Oh, after seeing that all of that evidence, I agree that the grape is probably better than the pink for that one.
Okay. All right. Leah's voting purple so she doesn't get in trouble. So I've got, what is it, 3 green. So far, purple's winning, I think.
I think either one, either green or the purple.
Oh, I got more greens now.
Leah didn't want to be in trouble. I don't blame her.
Yeah, me neither. Green, no matter what Chappie says, I said. Well, I can always try to print another one. I do plan on printing some more of these so I can have a bigger village, like a town's not just 4 houses.
1, 2, 3, 4,
It'll work for now.
5, green. 1.
I think it would too, Rocco, but I don't have the exact color I'd like to use for it, and I use so much gray in the stones.
Oh yeah, Big D. I understand people needing a TV. I mean, it's like I'm not saying that at all. I just don't have a TV because if I have time to watch TV, I have time to be drawing. So
6 green, and Bob said purple.
Pam said purple.
Pam said purple. That's 4.
Yazzie says purple.
Oh,
That don't count.
Uh-oh.
oh yeah, he's gonna bite you when he meets you.
Yep.
He's gonna bite you.
all right. So I'm gonna take a quick cigarette break. I gotta go outside to smoke, and when I come back, you guys can have the votes ready. So
What about, Jess, like doing a swatch, like going down one side with the 2 that we're voting on and then go over?
Once I get the paint on there, if I put too much paint on it, it'll fill in all the details and wood grains. So once
what about putting a little bit of paint on a piece of paper and holding it up?
Yeah. Duh.
When you come back.
I can put some paint on the back.
When you come back.
Okay. Yeah. Remind me and I will. I can do. Actually, I got some paper right here. Hang on.
It's real hard for me to envision.
Yeah.
The color on my house sucks. Other people like it, but I don't.
My house is just black and white.
Hi, William.
Mine is like the little candies you get for Valentine's Day, the little things written on them. Mine is the mint green one.
Oh, okay.
My house. And it didn't look like anything like that when they did, different colors on the back of the house. Nope.
Moonstone, hi.
Hey, Mooney.
Hey, Kim. William Pridemore.
We got 5 green.
Okay.
4 purple.
Okay.
And 2 turquoise, or that blue color.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm going to do this before I go out, so then that way you guys can have a good idea.
Yeah, who is this Moonstone person anyway?
I know, right?
Six green.
It says green.
I remember you because we talk on Instagram every now and then. Not often enough, but
Yeah, my husband likes hanging out with me, so I miss most of the stream when they're live nowadays. I had to turn off my.
Daniken says purple.
So 6, 5, and 2.
All right, I'm gonna get some of this turquoise.
I bet you are, Big D.
Okay. Oh, that is more blue than I thought it would be.
Daniel's barking again.
All
I
right.
thought it was just your stomach growling, Bob.
So there's the
Nope.
colors, everybody. Green, pink, purple, and blue. The green is a little thin.
I like the purple.
Yeah, I like the purple too.
I got a notification right then, and I didn't get to see him very much.
Oh, I'll hold them back up. I was just putting a little more green because it really soaked in the paper, so it got light.
Yeah, I'm definitely digging the green.
I don't know. That house is so dark already.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna be darker too once I wash it. But that's how my husband, he likes them to have like a darker, older feel to them. I
Mm-hmm.
would like them to look like sparkling new, but that's not what they would
I'm
actually
going to
be.
change mine to green.
You're voting for green?
Yeah. Whoever the color keeper is.
All right. I think Skipper's going to keep track of it for me.
Deborah says she'll go with purple.
Yeah, so 7 green, 6 purple, and 2 blue.
And Sean says purple for sure after seeing them.
Yeah, Dub's going with purple.
Did he say
It's for the trim, Holly.
Yeah, it is for the trim. So here's the house again. So it's already got the antique white in these sections. The trim is going to be, well, most of what's left on the top half of the house. And
Yeah, I think purple. Green would be cool too, though.
Yeah. And whatever I don't do for this one, I can always do on another one. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to pause it.
Hi, Chevy Fish.
All right.
Chevy Fish says purple.
All right, I'm going through this again.
Mooney says blue or purple.
Thank Kim.
I have some M&M peanuts. I found this company that sells stuff bulk. It's cheaper. And I had a sweet tooth going, so I was like, I'm going to get some M&M peanuts. Look at this sucker. Can you see this? That will last me for a while.
Yeah, I'd say.
Holy peanuts. I think it's like 4 pounds. Yeah. 4 pounds, well, 3 pounds and 14.8 ounces of peanuts. TN says blue. Oh, purple. Changed it to purple. I think it's just called bulk. Boxed. It's called boxed. Like BOXED. I try to get most everything that I can online so I avoid trips to the store.
Oh my God, Walmart gave me raw frozen chicken. And I went back and looked at my order, and I had on there fully cooked and breaded chicken breast strips, frozen. So I gave them a bad thing when they sent me an email saying, "How did we do?" I'm like, "You sent the wrong stuff."
That's scary.
Well, yeah, I have to fry it up. I mean, I can do that, but I don't like to be frying chicken when I could be something. Not even breaded.
Yeah, I got a bunch of spaghetti, so I ordered some Parmesan cheese. It was like, I forget how much it was, but it's a big damn jar.
Oh, you remember that rice I was showing that was made out of vegetables? I forget
Yeah.
what the flavors. I did the milder one, and it was good. I only had 2 servings out of it because each time I ate it, it was good. I put butter, melted butter. It was really good.
Yeah, what did I get? I got some virgin olive oil, 1.5 liters, some Kraft grated Parmesan cheese, 24 ounces. You know how big of a jar 24 ounces of Parmesan cheese is?
Lasts me a couple of days.
I was like, well, this is going to last a long time.
Lay down.
And I got some tuna fish and some old El Paso taco seasoning, 10 packets of it. So it's like everything's in bulk, so it's kind of, and it's fairly cheap, so I like it. And the company's just called Boxed.
What did Skipper say?
I was talking to dog.
Oh, I started to say that wasn't very romantic. Lay down. Somebody else was talking about drawing with you. Who was it?
Oh, really? I missed it?
A couple of weeks ago, there were a couple other people that said they would draw.
Oh, well, people need to send me a message, so because I don't always see everything in chat when I'm drawing, especially because I get like sidetracked into staring at the drawing, and then I miss stuff.
Right. Chappie, he had them open that wide last night. He was using his eyebrows to keep his eyes open.
Well, I was drunk as shit last night. Ain't gonna lie.
Telling you what, I was a little bit worried when I went to that started. Nobody was there, and then Michael was telling us that you tipped your chair over and hit your head on the aquarium. Yeah, he was feeling good too, I think.
Yeah.
All right, so where are the votes?
Green is 8.
Okay.
Purple is wait. Sorry. Green's 9. Purple's 8. Blue is 3. And pink 0.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, some people change their vote from pink. All right. So
They made
so far, green has won
they made
by
me.
one vote. I really like that purple though, so I'm gonna vote for purple. And then there's a
I
tie.
like the purple. I like the green a lot too. It has like an old fashioned feel to it, you know.
Yeah, I like them both a lot. Actually, I think the green might look better with the theme I've got now, but I think the next one I make will be purple. So
Yeah, I think the green's gonna look better with that off white than the purple. Because the purple's gonna pop too much with it.
yeah, I think I'll do my next one. I'll do purple. I'll do green for this one though.
You know who we need is Chattanooga Ed because he does a lot of this craft stuff and likes to paint.
Yeah, I still think that purple's gonna look better because it's a little bit muted, but I'll have another one I can do. So I don't know. Hopefully, I'll be able to do it next week. I might have to do it. I might have something else to work on next week. Who knows?
How much does it cost to use that printer stuff?
Um, really, it depends on what you're making. You can get a big spool of the filament for like $20, $22, depending, and you can make a lot of stuff with it. I made all of these little houses. I've still got more left and a bunch of other stuff too because it's cheaper than buying it at the store. Like if I went and tried to buy one of these, it would be way more expensive than 3D printing it.
Yeah.
Really? Ain't
Yeah,
that something?
yeah, because I've made a bunch of dungeon tiles. I don't have them painted up, so you guys wouldn't really be able to see them that well. But those are so expensive for a small set. It's like $100 for
Ooh.
like maybe 50 of them or something like that. At one point, my husband was like willing to throw down some serious money on it. And I was like, well, why don't we just get a 3D printer and we can print it ourselves? And this past week, I've been really buckling down on it and trying to figure out how to get it to work really well. And so it's been fun. It's a frustrating experience at the same time, though.
How much do those printers run?
The one we got was on sale last March. It was like $100 off, so I think it was like 290.
Ooh.
So it's kind of expensive, but if you use it
If
enough,
you use it, that you'd pay for itself. Yeah.
It's kind of
it already has.
it's opposite of an ink printer, you know.
Yeah.
Cheap, but the ink is expensive.
Yeah, it's the I mean, you can get my friend is an art teacher and she has a 3D printer at her work that costs like $20,000. So it's
Mm.
one of those things you can spend just as much as you want to.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, what? But we've actually thought about getting another one just to so I can make things faster because like I said, this printing this took like 16 hours.
Ugh.
So but it's passive time, so you could do something else. Like once I had one printed out, I could paint one while the other one's printing, and it still runs while we're asleep. So, but it's a bit of an investment. But again, we use it a lot. Yeah, they are really high, Sean.
Hi, Greg the Guppy.
But like I've thought about getting a resin printer to make like minis, because making minis on the filament printer,
Hi,
you're
Greg, the guppy guy.
lines, and it's just not gonna. All right, so here's the green.
Oh, I gotta look. Hang on.
Make a bigger pan, please.
Yes.
There
Hang on. Hang on. Hang on.
we go.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's actually
green looks good.
it's a tad bit brighter, but what I do at the end is I wash it, and then that kind of it'll go in and fill in the gaps, and it looks really cool. That's why the other ones look aged more. It's because of the wash that I do at the end.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I missed something.
yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a learning curve for sure. I was cussing a lot the other day because I finally, like, I found this one video of how to balance it, and that didn't work. And then I found this other video in this other program, and that actually works. And now I can kind of balance my printer on the fly, like while it's going,
Yeah.
because otherwise you'll end up with just a mess if it's not level, and it has to be level with itself, not like the floor. So I
You
was
can,
like about to go get my level, and David's like, "You know that won't work, right?" And I was like, "Yeah," but I was desperate.
Glad to hear you're okay, Kenny. He was in a car accident last night.
Oh no.
he wasn't hurt.
No, he's fine.
The other person's car's not so good.
And these have these little things sticking out of them. You can put a sign on them, and I have a little tiny drill, so eventually I might make little signs for them.
Oh,
But
that'd be cool.
yeah, I saw this really cool village, and like you can buy the files for it, but even just the files, it's like $100 just for the files. And I mean, I understand people put a lot of work into it, and sometimes I'll like do a Kickstarter or something, but not for that much.
Sean said, Jess, to check out whatever that is.
Oh, the Anycubic. Okay. Yeah, that'll doing a resin printer will have to wait until we move, because you have to vent them, and we don't want to set that up here and then move, you know. So, but yeah, I definitely will, because the resin printers are sweet.
I always thought some of that stuff was cool, but I never really looked into it.
Yeah, it's amazing the stuff you can do with it, and it's really what's really cool is that you can actually print parts for your 3D printer that'll make it work better. A girl
That's
I know,
great.
she made a prosthesis for a girl at her school. She made her a prosthetic arm, basically.
Oh wow, that is awesome.
Yeah, it was hot pink. It wasn't like a full arm. It was I don't know how to describe it. It was more mechanical, but it functioned, and it was great because since she's young and she's still growing, and prosthetics are so incredibly expensive, they
Yeah.
they don't have to spend all that money and then a few years later try to do it again, because the girl was in
Mm-hmm.
middle school. She's definitely going to do some growing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, she's a really cool person. She's been messing with her 3D printer for years. I don't have the skill to do something like that, but I'm glad that she does.
So, any of you guys ever had pea puffers?
No, but I want them.
I used to have some.
Rocco's is asking if they will eat tubiflex worms.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Bob, you've got some, don't you?
Yep.
So, what are tubiflex worms?
Tubifex worms are little tiny worms.
They're kind of like black worms,
Mm.
but I used to get them all the time years ago from the pet store. I'd buy them, but they're from the sewers and stuff. They grow in the sewers, so I used to put them in a bowl, and they form like a ball. They'll make like a wiggly little ball because they all ball up. And I used to put them in a bowl, and then I'd put, if I remember right, it was baking soda to kind of make them purge themselves. And I'd soak them for a couple days in the
Yeah.
refrigerator in a bowl with baking soda, and then every day I'd rinse them and replace the water.
Hmm.
And then I'd feed them. But one time I had a big ball of them in the fridge in a bowl, and I was soaking them, and purging them. And I decided to make the kids some green Jello for dessert for dinner that night. And I put it underneath of the bowl with the tubifex worms in the fridge. And luckily, before the kids got home from school, I checked to see if the Jello was ready, and the ball of tubifex worms had slid themselves out of the bowl and dropped into the Jello and spread out and solidified in the Jello. And I threw them away before the kids got home so they wouldn't see it. But personally, I couldn't eat green Jello for a long time.
I bet you couldn't. That's crazy.
Extra protein, man.
It was gross because they're kind of a dark reddish color, then mixed in with the green Jello and all spread out and solidified. It was rather nasty.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have to admit.
I've only seen them freeze dried.
And freeze dried.
Yeah, same here, Bob. I haven't ever seen them available live somewhere.
I don't know. My pea puffers ate bloodworms though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll eat anything that wiggles. In fact, mine used to eat. I would take night crawlers and chop them into little teeny bites for them, and it'd eat those too.
Oh, that reminds me, I've got some rapashi I need to feed. Kaplan, thank you.
I'm not doing very fast on my lion tonight. I'm really tired, and I'm mostly like drawing in details to color in, but
I want my money back.
do ya? Okay.
Rocket, my bloodworms were frozen and they still ate them.
Yeah, those dragon puffers take in big pieces of worms and they're gone. Gone.
Yeah, if you can find live black worms. Well, they would eat the brine shrimp because they'll wiggle like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would think if it's moving, they're probably going to go for it.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty fierce little hunters.
Yeah, they'll eat about anything.
But like Pam said,
But like I say, I used to chop up the earthworms on the little teeny pieces for them. I mean, like really teeny pieces, and they'd eat them just fine. Even if they sat on the bottom, even if they made it down to the bottom and sat there, they'd still find them and eat them. I think they can smell it.
Rocket must have some picky pea puffers.
I will only eat bloodworms. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, cold shrimp, yeah. He says he bought them a day before the cold spell, and they were eating great. Now they won't eat, so I'm wondering if the dropping and rising temps messed with them.
I would think it would affect them. Temperatures like that will affect a lot of fish because they'll think the seasons are changing. So once they get nice and warm again, they'll probably be ready to eat.
Have a good night, Sean.
Well, Sean going to work? Good night.
Oh, he's going to bed.
Oh,
He has to get up in 4 hours.
Good
oh,
night.
Oh, yeah, you better get some sleep.
Ian, they will eat
I
tiny.
set your calendar today too, so they told me that the address didn't show up and must be a small town, and did I want to send it anyway? And I said, yeah, because I just wrote down exactly what you sent me. So
Ian, they do eat tiny snails. People say they can't eat ram's horns, and that's pretty true. But if you can get them eating tiny ram's horns and keep some breeding ram's horns in there, kind of gives them a constant supply.
yeah. They'll
But,
eat the little ones.
yeah, and I move things around. Move around something. I'll have 4 big ram's horn. There hiding there. So
Oh, okay, Rocco. He was in the rolling power outages. Yeah, I think the temps might have messed him up. He has a good.
Yep.
what kind of burger, Rocco? That was mean. Did you see that?
Yeah, now you're making me hungry.
uh,
I'm warming up water for fish food.
Well, about 15 minutes. After, in 15 minutes, I'm gonna go to bed too.
Yeah, you got that class tomorrow.
yeah,
That ain't till 5
I'll
p.m.
always set it down because it'll be 2 hours, and I don't want to go too long
Yeah, because you don't want to get.
because I got
in
twice.
trouble.
Yep, I got twice a week live streams, so I don't want to mess up like I did this last month and be stretching it.
Yeah. Good night, Chevy.
Night, Chevy Fish. Plus, I'm going to go to bed early because I only slept about between 4 and 4.5 hours.
Yeah, you gotta get some rest. All right. Oh,
And I feel bad because I didn't get any drawings done for the giveaways, but I'll make sure I have some Wednesday night. So, hi, Ian.
oh.
I think everybody's tired tonight.
Not
One of my
me.
cats wants to go out. I'll be right back.
I'm actually not tired, but I need to make myself go to sleep.
Yeah. I went to bed, oh gosh, it was sometime after 2:30, I think, in the afternoon. I finally went to bed, and then I laid there forever because I couldn't go to sleep. And then I got up at 7. So I didn't get any little drawings done for tonight, but yes, that's the way it goes sometimes.
Oh yeah.
I got some oil paintings that I'm working on, so I've been staying up late at night.
Yeah, I got to get back into a routine of getting to bed a little bit earlier.
Oh yeah, my sleep time is all messed up right now.
I get back to work Tuesday, so
Night, Chevy. Yeah, I'm gonna be up at least for a little while because I want to get this done. And this lattice work is gonna be a bee.
Well,
yeah.
I decided like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, I was starting to get tired, and I thought, well, I know myself. The post office is only open till 12:30, and if I go to bed for a couple hours, I'm not going to get up, and I'm going to miss getting stuff to the post office.
Yeah.
So I'm better off just staying up. And then when I got back from the post office, the box of with the M&Ms and stuff was like on the FedEx truck for delivery, and I thought, well, I'd better wait for them to come because if it's sitting outside, somebody's going to steal my M&Ms.
Right?
Oh, that'd have made me mad.
So I stayed up and waited for the FedEx truck, and then when I did go to bed, I couldn't go to sleep.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
I was so tired I couldn't keep my eyes open, but then I just laid there and I couldn't go to sleep.
Yeah. You get that little second wind.
Hmm.
Hi, S.
That's the worst.
All right, Ash. Yeah, I'm good.
But I knew if I went to bed at like 6 a.m. thinking that I'd like get up and go to the post office, it'd be like 4 o'clock in the afternoon before I woke up. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd better not do that, or it'd be Monday before I sent the rest of the stuff.
Pam, any chance that was your conscience keeping you awake?
I don't know. I don't feel guilty about anything.
That's what my mother used to tell us when we couldn't take our nap. She'd say, "That's your conscience." She was a mean old heifer.
You know what? My grandma, my stepdad's mom, she's been having some issues. It turned out she had a UTI, so I'm pretty sure that's what made this happen. But she got up, and it was the middle of the night. She's living with my parents now, and she's like in her 90s. So she got up, and she was really upset because she was out in the living room, and my mom's like, "What's going on?" And she said, "Well, my grandma's coming to get me for church, and she never likes how I'm dressed. She always says I'm not dressed right." And so mom calmed her down, and my stepdad reacted. He didn't know what to do, but he reacted the wrong way. He told her she needed to cut that mess out. He didn't say mess. Go back to bed. And mom's like, "No, you can't do that. That's not going to work." And he wasn't really. He's a very cut and dry kind of person. So he told you need to get your stuff together. And so so mom was like, "Well, don't worry about it. It's nighttime. She's not going to come and get you down." She's like, "Yeah, she's just an old biddy."
I remember when my grandma early wine, when she started getting old, she would like travel from one kid to the next and stay a month, right? So everybody took turns like
Putting
taking
up with
care
her.
of her, yeah, putting up with her. And this one time she came out, she was starting to get dementia a little bit, but she had started smoking. And for some reason, she didn't want my dad to know that she smoked, which was really weird because he smoked. But she'd go out. My mom always went out for coffee in the morning and stuff. And when she was getting my grandma's things packed for her to go on to the next place, she found a whole collection of ashtrays that my grandma had stolen from different places had been.
Oh wow.
And I remember another time she'd come out and she was driving my mom crazy, and my mom couldn't wait for her to leave. And the day that she was taking her to the airport to go on to the next place, she stepped out on the icy porch and fell and broke her leg.
Oh no.
So she was with us for another month. Oh.
Well, see, a lot of times when people are older like that, if they get a UTI, it mimics the symptoms of dementia. So, like, I wasn't surprised because my mom said she'd been doing some other things too, and we just thought, okay, well, this is happening, but no, it's the UTI. It makes them. It's something about the chemistry. That's how it projects. So i- if you see somebody that's older like that and they're acting out of character, first thing you need to do is get them checked for a UTI because it'll look like they're completely losing it. Is Big J going to bed? Oh no, he's saying hi. Hey, Big J.
Hi, Big J.
I was backwards. But yeah, she was getting a little. She was not happy about her grandma coming to pick her up for church at all. She, that old biddy. So, but I told my husband, I was like, yeah, yeah, Dad told her she needed to get herself together. And he just started laughing because he knows how my dad is. And it was hilarious. But I love him. He's just very much a practical man's man, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Go cut that mess out. Get it get it together. If she had it together, she wouldn't have been that upset in the first place. Like she's thinking her grandma's gonna come pick her up for church and she's 90 years old. I think that tells you right there. She does not have it together.
Right.
But I love her and she's really happy. We gave her a TV because, she recently moved in with them and she didn't have a TV in her room. Her TV was too big. And so we brought her a TV, but it didn't sit on her dresser the way that she wanted it to. And she was getting really upset about that. First, she thought that my husband didn't want to give it to her, which wasn't true at all. We were trying to tell her. He was like, well, it's not that, great of a TV. She won't be able to play video games on it or anything. And I was like, she's not going to be playing video games.
Yeah, she's 90 years old. I kind of doubt if she's into video games.
Right. I said, she just wants some westerns on it or whatever. I said, it's going to,
Yeah.
she's not going to be like, oh man, I can't play Breath of the Wild on this one. There's a graphics card. And so she thought we didn't want to give it to her. And I was like, no. So anyway, they ended up switching the TV in my parents' room with her room. And it fit on her dresser better. And she was just talking about how it was the cutest little thing she ever seen in her whole life. She was so happy. And she doesn't even really watch that TV. She goes out in the living room and watches the TV. Which
They just
drives
make her happy that it's there.
Yeah. She My mom doesn't want to watch westerns all day though, so it drives her a little crazy. But
Yeah.
we call her super mom, and I'm honestly still on the fence about what her first name is because I sent her a wedding invitation and I wanted to put super mom on it, so I asked my mom, I was like, what's her first name? And she's like, well, I think it's such and such. I think it's Alice. So that's who I addressed it to. And she's like, I know you didn't mean to spell my name wrong, but I knew what you meant. But everybody calls her Supermom. Like people she's not related to even call her Supermom. That's what everybody calls her.
Hmm.
Supermom. Like, and I grew up calling her Supermom. It wasn't like somebody would be like, hey, Marianne, can you pass this salt? No, hey, Supermom, can you pass this? Always Supermom.
I bet you her real name must be Alicia
I don't even,
or Elise.
I'm not even 100% sure what it is at this point.
Probably
But
more old fashioned name. My grandma's names were, one of my grandmas was Myrtle,
Yeah.
and the other one was Hazel.
yeah, she gets a little bit confused. Like she had this blanket and she was like, oh, thanks for giving me this blanket. It's so warm and I love it. And I was going along with it too. And mom came in and she was like, no, Jesse didn't give you that. Your other granddaughter gave you that. And I was like, don't tell her that.
Mm.
Just let her think what she wants to think. As long as she's happy, she's happy.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, GRB. He's got some green terror babies free
Oh,
swimming.
nice. Nice.
Yeah. So I'll show you guys a little update.
Yes, hang on. Let me get you big.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause we got a minute left.
Yep, we're going to shut her down here in a minute. But
Yeah,
let me get
I'll
Jess's
bring this
right
back
up there.
next week and show you guys what it looks like when it's done.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Yeah, it's gonna be
And
nice.
I'll show everybody my lion next week.
yeah. So I'm gonna probably just work on this and then like finish it up and then go to bed because
Yeah, I'm going to work for a little while longer on the lion and then go to bed. Then I'll try to finish the lion tomorrow sometime.
yeah, I'm making turkey and mashed potatoes and gravy for tomorrow because
That sounds good.
I know
Does actually.
I got these smoked turkeys around Thanksgiving. I got one for Thanksgiving and it was so good that I went back to the store and got two more of them and froze them. So that way we can have kind of like a theme meal, like turkey and stuff. Hey, not Nola Jane. Oh, Lola and Nola. Now, what a coincidence is that you have one grandma that was Lola and one grandma that was Nola. I think that's pretty neat.
Hmm.
I think that's pretty
Her
neat.
sister name is Lola then. Okay. That's cool.
I had a grandmother named Lucy Bell and one named Flora.
You know what? I
See,
like
now
Lucy.
Flora is a good old fashioned name, like Myrtle, like my grandma Myrtle.
Yeah.
That's like old school names.
Greg,
Yeah.
we'll probably eat like 4 or so. We usually people get here at 3:30, and then we get the food together, and then we start eating. Everybody grabs a plate, and then we'll start playing. But I don't have anything to do because my character is off at the dragon meeting, and since they didn't come, my husband has this big fight for them that they have to do, and my character doesn't have to do that because she had to do something else. They should have came with me. They had the option, and they didn't come. So he's gonna throw a lot of crap at them tomorrow. Not like as in vengeance. It's something that like you can fill in and have them do, like if you need it, like a pop in kind of thing. So he's like, that's what I'm gonna do. I was like, oh, and then he was telling me about some of the monsters and stuff, and I was like, oh man, they're gonna flip out. I was like, I hope that they live, but I was like, I won't tell him. Occasionally, he'll tell me like little tidbits and stuff, but he doesn't favor me as a player because I'm his wife or anything like that. So that can be really frustrating though, because I'm like, well, I want to do this, and he's like, well, you can't. Like that's not how it works. And I'm like, well, I'm your wife, and he's like, so I gotta be fair. And I'm like, no, you don't.
Well, okay, I'm going to call it a night. It is 2 hours, and I'm trying to keep them down to 2 hours apiece. And that'll give me a little bit of leeway if we're like really super having fun one night, want to go over.
Yeah, you need to get some sleep anyway.
Yes, I look like shit.
Thanks, Pam.
Thank you
Skipper,
guys
you
for
could
coming
use some
up.
sleep
Thank you
too.
guys for co-hosting. And thank you, Jess, for coming up and painting with me.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, now that I've got this thing printed out and
May is
balanced, I
too.
can make more stuff to paint because for a while I really didn't want to mess with this thing. And then one day I just finally sat down and was like, all right, I got to do it. So I'm going to try to have something different to paint each week. We will.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yes.
Okay, guys, we shall see you all Wednesday night and then next Saturday again.
Bye, guys. Love
So,
y'all.
bye, guys.
Good night.
Thank you, everybody.
Good night.